What is up? What is up? So today is, what is today? Today's November 13th. Guys, I don't know if you noticed or not. I've been on the call with you guys for the last 6 minutes. For those of you watching the playback, I am like beyond ecstatic about this time of year. This is one of those times, especially as a newer coach. I'm Justin Avini, by the way. Welcome to the Rank Up Call. But I'm just excited. I want to dive into this real quick, and then we'll get to some amazing people that have kind of ranked up and celebrate their success, and then we're going to go through some stuff. But I just want you guys to know, as newer coaches, a lot of times we come into the holidays and we feel like there's a lot of pushback. People want to wait till the new year. But I can tell you right now firsthand, due to a couple things that are going on, you can really start to maneuver through these concepts that people have that they need to start at the beginning of the year, or they don't want to get going right now through the holidays, what that looks like. And in fact, I'm actually going to walk through that for a few minutes. So a couple things before we get going. One of the things is you got to really start to break down, almost like a health assessment. You got to break down what this next 50 days looks like, or 49 days looks like, for people that are saying, well, the holidays are here. Well, let's talk about that. It's almost like when they say it's too expensive, right? It's too expensive. Well, let's talk about your grocery list. Let's talk about what your expenses are. It's the same thing with this time of year. November and December are a pivotal moment for people to start thinking of you, which is a good thing to tell potential coaches. I have a guy across the street, real story, true story. I just walked over to him today. He got home and he's like, yeah, me and my wife, we were thinking about starting at the new year. He came to a Health and Hope event probably like 3-4 months ago. And I said, man, if you're looking at the business aspect, people are going to need to watch you for a little bit of time, and you don't want to be starting when they're looking to start something. So that's a good follow-up conversation with potential coaches. And that's another way we can really start to kick this off. The second thing for potential clients, there's really, if you think about it, Thanksgiving is one day, Christmas and Christmas Eve is one day, Thanksgiving Eve, whatever you want to look at, really 4 days. And let's just even throw in 2 work parties, 6 whole days that people may or may not, and it's actually one meal each day, not even that big a deal. Maybe they're going to have a drink, whatever. But 6 whole days that they really need to worry about over the next 49 days, right? So the next 40 days, we could really talk to them and break down what that could look like. If this isn't a diet, if this is a lifestyle, they're going to have some of these things going on. So a couple tips. Hey, let's talk about why you want to start at the beginning of the year. One thing is it takes 5 to 7 business days to receive your program and get you going, right? Right there, we're already losing out on kind of a week. But in the next 30 days, could you imagine being down 8, 12, 14 pounds, 15, 16 pounds, depending on male or female? Like, who are we talking to? Not only that, feeling good, be down a couple inches, and already be ahead of the game by the time the new year starts, and ramping this thing up. Because let's break down what those parties look like. Well, technically, I'm only going to 2 parties. Well, that's awesome. That's only 2 days instead of 49 days, right? Or 42 days if you want to add in their ordering time, or whatever you want to call it, for their program. So these are things you really want to diagnose with people, instead of just saying, okay, yeah, I don't want to be bugging them or kick back, or, okay, that's what they're saying. Really diagnose what that looks like for them, because you can allow them 40 days jump start on their journey into 2020. For coaches, you can allow them to, business-wise, if we're going to be a good business leader and a good business mentor, or even a friend, tell them, man, now is the time for you to start. Donald, Joy, I can name a few others on here. They started November and December, like really diving into this and doing program through the holidays. But guess what that allowed them to do? When January through March showed up and people were looking for something to do, they weren't then thinking, well, let me watch Donald and Joy. They're like, well, I've been watching you, and now that I'm ready to do something, it's go time. Also, the last week of December, guys, people think that's a bad month to do things. It takes 5 to 7 business days for them to order their program. So if they want to start New Year's Day or the first of the year, they need to order in December. So what does that do for December for you? That's also a big month, right? So there's all kinds of things you guys can do through November and December to kind of rock this thing out. So I want to bring on some awesome people. I'm going to introduce David Harrison real quick, who's going to introduce one of his Rockstar coaches. He just ranked up, and then we'll get to some of the other things here. But Dave, you want to kind of bring on and welcome on Mike?
Yeah, what's going on, coaches? David Harrison. I've been coaching for about 5 years. Lost a lot of weight, changed a lot of my family's lives. I think the coolest thing and the biggest changes I've had personally are in my own self-development. and realizing that if I want things to change, that I have to change. And a really great example of that mentality is one of my business partners, Mike Kremper, who we've known each other since 2001. He was actually my mentor when I joined the Navy. Showed me the ropes, how to excel. And him and his team are on it. He achieved the rank of regional director this last month. And just like Justin was saying, last year is when Mike started coaching and really blew up just around the same time. But I'll let you explain all that, Mike. Go ahead, brother.
Hey guys, how's it going? I was introduced to the program by Dave Harrison in August of 2016, actually. I hopped on the program with Heidi, my wife, when we were in the truck going cross country. Lost 40 pounds in 2 months, and Heidi lost 22 pounds in the same 2 months. Life happened. The company I was working for basically went down the tubes. We ended up moving out to Missouri. Started working for FedEx. Gained all my weight back. I just treated it like a diet. Didn't listen to Dave, basically. Did my own thing. And then hopped back on the program, lost the same amount of weight in the same amount of time, and then started sharing with coworkers. And most of all my clients came from Facebook in the beginning. And then I hopped in the October Madness in October Madness 2018, made ED. So I made ED in 3 months. And then I kind of shifted off into business networking groups and got out into the community. That worked out pretty good, but I kind of slacked off on the systems of Facebook. So I kind of shot myself in the foot, actually. But I picked things up again and made regional director. Brenda Essery is my coach that made executive director. She wasn't able to make it tonight, but she's a rock star, doing really good. And what else? Just stay consistent, basically, is what I'm getting at. If you stay consistent and don't quit, I mean, you're gonna rise. You're gonna do good.
I love it, Mike. I love it. Plain and simple, man. It's just so true. Consistency wins all. Even if we just hang out and then decide to come back, people are still constantly watching you. It really doesn't matter. That's the beauty about this business. You could literally start over, and you grow a certain length, and maybe you stay there at a rank or whatever that is, or income, and then you can literally turn around and say, okay, well, I'm going to just grow that again. And now you're all of a sudden you're a global director or you're IPD. So really excited for you, Mike. I'm glad you stuck it out. You're growing, evolving. You're on David Harrison's team. You guys are killing it. Definitely want to come out to your side of the neighborhood. We have some time and do an event. I know last year I think we tried to schedule one. It just didn't work out, but definitely want to make some time to get out there and hang out with you guys. Well, I appreciate you sharing, man. And tell Brenda she's a rock star, dude. We'll get her on one of these calls.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, guys.
So real quick too, while I have Dave on here, I'm going to not take too much time because I know we have other things, but these guys are going to set up a trucking, Facebook Live. They're going to do like 3 to 4 people. We'll get the dates out to you guys when that's going to happen. Did you already schedule that date, Dave?
Me and Mike were brainstorming. We're thinking next Sunday.
Okay, perfect. So we'll get a lookout. So guys, this is an opportunity to invite people out. Don't get it in your mind because they're not truckers. They can't do this. They're going to offer the full trilogy. What's impact? I mean, Mike lost 40 pounds driving on a truck. Like, let's go talk to a guy running on a treadmill 1 hour a day for the next 6 months. See if he does that. You know what I'm saying? So the aspect of this, the trilogy offering and what that looks like, and maybe if you do have some trucking guys, you can kind of, or females, you can kind of gear it towards and invite them. So we'll get that out to you guys over the next week or a few days, actually. Probably should get it out for the next few days so you guys can invite over the next little bit. And I appreciate you guys putting that on, Dave and Mike.
Yeah, so the 24th, guys.
24th. Cool. Solid. Well, we got Mr. Cadillac over there, Don Maydell, in his chair. What I love about this business is honestly, I'm going to mute you real quick, but you can do this from anywhere. You know what I mean? And the ideas of doing it anyways is life happens, things go on, and Don's over here enjoying himself, but he's still willing to get on and kind of share some amazing rank ups with some people. And I just love what we can do from anywhere, pretty much. So, Don, you want to take it away?
Yeah. Do you want to do the dash at the end?
You know what? We could do it right now. That's fine.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everybody's clear on what we have available to us. And like Justin said, you know, I built this business. I did my Facebook launch the Monday after Thanksgiving. And so that's like, yay, I'm going to start my health coaching business in December. And I had about 3 clients at the time, my mom, my wife, and my plumber and his wife. Had 4 clients and ended up bringing on 25 people in the month of December. Because nobody told me you don't get people healthy in December. I just started helping more and more people. I started talking to people. I didn't have any concepts in my head. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what an ED was. I remember I was 1 client away, and Joy called me and said, hey, you know, if you get 1 more client, you're going to be an ED. And I thought, cool, what's an ED? You know, I was just talking to people and sharing my story, and, you know, impacted a lot of lives. And so you can definitely do this. I did that in about 30 days. So we have, you know, a little less than 30 days here to knock out the December dash. So Justin, do you have the slide where you can bring it up? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, so you guys can see this is welcome clients and earn rewards. So if you look at that, this started on Monday, November 11th. It's going to run through December 8th. So you got about 27, 28 days to knock this out. If you bring on 3 clients in the next 28 days, they're going to enter you into a drawing for $1,000. That's everybody who brings on 3 clients will be entered into that drawing. But if you just bring on 2 more clients, they're going to give you, in addition, remember, this is in addition to your normal earnings. So if you're already an ED, you're already earning 31% commission. If you're a certified executive director, you're earning 31% commission on your clients already. In addition to that, they're going to give you $250. But the great news is, if you're a new coach and you just started, and if you bring on 5 clients in your first 30 days, not only do you get the client acquisition bonus of $100, but you get an extra $250. So instead of making $450, you're going to end up making $700 to bring on 5 clients. And in addition, for those that are still trying to qualify for our trip, to our incentive trip to the Bahamas, they're going to throw an extra $5,000 on your frontline volume towards the trip. And if you're running towards ED, your qualifying frontline volume is 30,000. You might be going, man, I don't know if I'm going to get to that 30,000. Here's another 5,000 they're going to throw on towards that. Then if you just bring on 5 more clients for a total of 10, you're going to get another $250 for a bonus of $500. And the great news about these bonuses, they're paying them out as soon as you earn it. If you bring on 5 clients this week, you're going to get that first $250 next week in your pay. Then if you bring on 15 clients, that's an additional $500. So it's another $500 bonus for a total of $1,000 in bonuses. Then if you can get up to 20 clients, you're going to get an additional $750. So a total of $1,750 in bonuses. And then for 25 clients, you'll get another $1,000. That's $2,750 in bonuses. The commission on those 25 clients is about $2,500. You're going to end up making about $5,200 if you bring on 25 clients in the next 30 days. How amazing is that? And you know, you may have seen something posted by Doug Wood, one of the amazing leaders of his company. Him and his wife Tia are pretty much the ones that put that summit together with Dr. A and Dan Bell and the Millers. And he's super excited. He's super pumped up. He was bringing on clients left and right because he's been a coach for 10 years. And in 10 years, he's never seen an incentive like this. So his thought was, wow, this comes around once every 10 years. And so it's pretty exciting. But the great news is, for most of us that have been around for a little while, they've done these incentives before, these December dashes. But this second part, they've never done this second part. So now, Justin, do you have the other slide? So here we go. Help a frontline coach. This is one that's a coach directly under you. If you help a frontline coach welcome new or reactivated clients, remember, anybody who hasn't ordered after August 11th, anybody that their last order was prior to August 11th, if they order a qualifying volume of $350 or more, they'll qualify as a new client. So there is a video on how to run a report for all clients who haven't ordered since August 11th. And you can run their report, and I would definitely be reaching out to all of those people to see if they've hit their goals, if they're ready to get back on track. So if you help one coach bring on 5 clients, again, another $250. And in addition to that, they're going to give $5,000 more towards your frontline volume or your qualifying volume for the trip. So now you can earn a total of $10,000 in frontline volume towards the trip. So if you were hovering around 15, 20,000 thinking there's no way I'm going to get to 30, here's an extra 10,000 for you. And all you got to do is help, what's that? 10 clients on your own and help one coach, 5 clients. So now if you help a second coach, another frontline coach, and it doesn't count if you help the same coach get 10. You have to get a second coach, 5 clients, again, another additional $250. Help a third coach get 5 clients, another $500. If you help a fourth coach, again, another $750. And if you help 5 coaches get 5 clients, you're going to get another $1,000 for a total of $2,750. Plus the commission off that. You guys, we're looking at around $9,000 or $10,000 that you could make in the next 30 days. I mean, how incredible is that? Have you ever seen an opportunity? I mean, they're just going to pay us all this bonus money for doing what we were already doing anyways. And so it's just an incredible opportunity. Everybody's taking advantage of it. You need to be reaching out to everybody you've ever done a health assessment with, every inactive client, and starting at least 10 to 15 conversations, new conversations every single day.
That's so awesome, man. Like I said, like Donald said, I've never seen this. And honestly, if you guys look at how serious Donald's talking about, I was watching Doug Wood's news feed, and he is posting client success stories left and right now because of these incentives to help people hit these incentives. I mean, you're basically, like Donald said, able to earn over $9,000 in the next few months. So what is that? Well, actually, Donald, let's go ahead and well, let's go just through this real quick. So if you guys haven't seen this yet, these are basically the breakdowns of what this can look like over the next month, and what these percentages can average out to. So like Donald said, just for you supporting 5 clients, right? In the norm, not including the bonuses, you're earning about $600. But if you got those same 5 clients, guess what that adds on to? Is that over here? No, that's over here. That adds on to this $250. So right there, you're at $850 just here. And then the same thing, it adds on to here. So literally, if you guys are paying attention to these, $500 to then this $1,200 and so on and so forth. So it really gets up here real quick. Adding on to these guys, almost like I said, $9,000. Getting coaches certified, your total income commissions is about $652 plus the $250 bonus, and it graduates. So here's where it really gets fun. If you add up everything that's possible over the next 30 days, you can earn $8,912. That's fact. And this is actually based on just bringing on 20 clients, or excuse me, 25 clients. So if you really look at these numbers, and I think it's a little bit higher, like Donald said, closer to 10, but you can actually bring on $8,900 over the next 30 days. Have you ever had a company or a boss say, you know what? I'm going to give you an extra $9,000 for something you could already be doing? I've never seen that. In fact, usually my bonuses it went from a $200 vanilla card to a tool set the next year. So really pay attention to these. I actually posted this in our coaching group. So work with your mentors, really kind of take a look at what this can look like, because I mean, I don't know, what would an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 look like? Maybe you can go on that trip to go visit the families on the East Coast, or maybe you guys can get those toys that the kids wanted, or those, invites, or whatever that looks like for you guys to really dial this in. So we'll get back to those. But Donna, do you want to go ahead and bring on your next Rockstar?
Yeah.
Coach?
So, and you know what's exciting? We were at the summit, and David Miller, David and Terry have been coaches for about 17, 18 years. And he worked for UPS for 27 years prior. And you know what he got for his Christmas bonus after 27 years? A turkey. You can start this business literally today, and all of that stuff is available to you. You can earn those bonuses even if you just bought your coaching kit today. So pretty exciting what they're offering to us. But yeah, the next guy I want to bring on, it's been awesome. He's done phenomenal. He's got a full-time gig that he's, just driving him crazy and giving him headaches, but he's still doing the deal. It's awesome what this business allows us to do. Bring on an old college roommate, go back and, went on a walk talk with him back there in DC, Maryland, and, jumped on program. He had phenomenal results on program. 2 weeks into the program, he bought a ticket and came to convention, and, came back home on fire, hit senior coach in about 3 days after convention, and just ranked up to manager last month. So I'm excited to bring him on. So Mark, are you there? You may need to unmute yourself.
There we go, buddy. Gotcha.
Hey guys. So yeah, I'm really excited to be here. You know, a little bit about me. I ran into Donald for the first time in 25 years. I've been watching him on the Walk Talks, and at the time, you know, I was about 40 pounds overweight, maybe a little more. Tired all the time. Doctor telling me that, you know, you've got about another 3 weeks to deal with this, or we're going to put you on some meds, which we all know are great. So, you know, it was kind of fitting that I ran into him, and, you know, I jumped right on the program. I lost over 9 pounds my first week, 23 pounds my first month, and I'm down over 2 pounds, something like that now. I've been able to maintain it. I'm on a 4 and 2 now, I guess you call it, where I'm in the gym now working out. And I feel great. I haven't felt this good, to be honest with you, since 20 years at least. So I'm real excited about that. People from work, you know, definitely noticed. I was able to bring on several people from work. Person on my street. I haven't really done a lot of, you know, reaching out at the time when I hit senior coach. It was just all people noticing me. You know, part of what really got me, I think, to manager was, you know, I'm never afraid to just reach out to anybody, anywhere, at any time, any place. I think that's pretty key. Some things I think I need to work on. You know, I work as a full-time operations manager in an HVAC company, and I'm on the East Coast, so you guys all know about the cold snap we've had, and so we're ahead of, you know, we're just trying to keep people warm is what we're doing. So I'm trying to do all this at the same time. Some things I think I need to work on where I'm excited about this December thing for sure. I think I got another little kick in the pants from my great coach, Donald, which is a good example of how to run a team. I think we can all kind of, learn from him. He's always on me. He's never really pushing me all the time, but he's always there to drop a bug in my ear. Hey, what's going on? Hey, we got to do your Facebook launch, you know. And then the next conversation was, hey, how many people you talked to today? Or how you following up with this person? You following up with that person? So I think it's really, really important to do that with your coaches. No, I'm excited. I think some of the things I'm going to do differently this next week is Saturday, I'm going to do my Facebook launch. I'm going to set some reasonable goals for myself that are reasonable, you know, for what I do. I'm going to try to talk to 10 people a day. Be reaching out, starting conversations. I'm not going to be afraid of the phone. I've been kind of a little bit afraid of the phone to approach some people that I've known in the past. And I think I'm just going to kind of kick myself in the butt and make this thing happen this week. So I've really kind of come a long ways as far as, you know, my self-development. You know, I'm only manager now, but I have my eyes set on something, you know, much bigger than this. So I think the way to get there, you know, was to fix myself first, let other people know, and just be diligent, you know, just really try to hit that small goal you set for yourself, no matter how big it is. You know, you look at a guy like Justin, he just was all full on from the day he started this thing. So he talked to more people than anybody, and that's why he's there where he's at. And that's why Jamil is where he's at, because he probably got more no's than anybody. So I'm going to really kind of, you know, hopefully follow in the snow tracks of these guys and Donald, and make things happen.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, Mark. Go ahead, Donald. You got another coach ranking up. You want to welcome?
Yeah,
Mark?
actually, it's one of Paulina's coaches and a truck driver who lost 65 pounds sitting in his truck driving across country, and 61 years old. This guy made it up Camelback when we were in Phoenix, so it was awesome to see. So I'm going to actually bring on Paulina. I think she's on there, and let her introduce her amazing coach.
Hi there. Sorry, I was trying to unmute my phone and put the video back on because I'm in my car. Yes, it is my honor and privilege to introduce Robert R.J. Jackson. He was a referral client through another truck driver. I had 4 truck drivers at one point in time as clients, and he rocked the program. Here's a guy, hard worker, strong Christian, strong family man. He lost over 60 pounds. He's 61 years old. He climbed Camelback Mountain, and he has such a heart to help other people. And it is my honor and privilege to introduce RJ to all of you.
Wow, guys, thanks a lot. You sure know how to build a guy up. And, you know, I'm just grateful and thankful for the program. I had been 80 pounds overweight, I thought I was, for like over 20 years. I lost some weight and could never get below that certain point. I got to 280 and got stuck. I was on blood pressure medicine, cholesterol, and the doctor was threatening me with diabetic medicine. And I wanted to get off the cholesterol medicine, you know, and he told me lose weight. So I'm in the gym a lot. I'm working out, but the weight just wouldn't stay off because it wasn't there. The diet and the exercise, it wasn't there together. So I didn't really know what to do. The doctor said just lose some weight, but it wouldn't tell you nothing. I tried a bunch of different diets, the lettuce diet and all that, the soup, but starving to death, so that didn't work. So I had a friend that lost 100 pounds through Paulina, and I didn't believe him. We had been talking for about, you know, a couple of years, but about 5 months I hadn't seen him, but we were talking every day on the phone. I saw him at a customer. He was 90 or 102 pounds down. I was like, whoa, I couldn't believe it. But seeing is believing. So I said, okay, give me the number to who you're talking to. I want to join. I see that it works, so I want to try it myself. So he gave me the number, called Paulina. So she's trying to do the health assessment with me. I go, no, I don't need that. I just need to get the food. But she said, no, well, we need to know exactly what you want to do, what you want to plan to lose, so we would know what program to get you. So anyway, we got through that part, and I started the program. So I knew it worked because I saw my friend. So the coach, she was there every day giving me a call, see how the day went. I read the book. The guide that came with it, I didn't get the big book, but I didn't read the big book, but I got into the guide, and it was following it step by step, verbatim. Started journaling, started measuring the food out. And I really didn't see anything. On my first week check-in call, Donald was trying to get me to, you know, post on Facebook, and did I consider coaching? I said, well, no, I don't want to do coaching because I'm just starting myself. How could I teach anybody something I don't know myself? So I'd rather be comfortable in learning it before I try to tell somebody else about it. So he said, well, just keep it in the back of your mind. So as I started the first week, 16 pounds down, I go, whoa. And I really didn't see it in myself in the mirror, but jumped on the scale. That was encouraging. And the next week, 5 more pounds. So I said, okay, this thing is working. So I'm motivated now. Now I'm seeing a difference in myself. So I started posting. That was one of the reasons, besides everybody that knew me, seeing the big difference, want to know what I'm doing, was the Facebook posts, the videos that I make, and bragging about the program and the health journey that I'm on, and following up with after the Facebook launch, the replies and the comments, following up with them. You know, Donald and Paulina showed me how to, you know, follow up with the message. Don't reply, but make a new message. And I was working that day too, and started getting a lot of phone calls. But like right now, you know, I talk on the phone all day in the truck, so it's not that dangerous with the hands free. So don't nobody have to panic or worry about me. We good. So yes, with all that, 3 of the people that I was going after, they didn't want to have nothing to do with me. 3 of them just fell in my lap from seeing the videos or word of mouth referral from someone else. And I remember one day I was at church in the mall with the kids, and I had got a call. Somebody wanted to sign up, so I had called Paulina. She was at home, so I did the health assessment with the girl, but I couldn't sign her up. So I called Paulina. She signed her up. So that's that teamwork right there. They lived up to their word by saying they would be with me every step of the way. If I needed help, they would tell me what I needed, teach me and all that. And they were there, and they've been proving it ever since. And so I remember at one point also getting up in the morning full of energy, and I was a coffee drinker, but I didn't even need the coffee. I think I might have quit coffee for about a week, but you know, that smell got me back, you know, but I was so full of energy and everything, no coffee. I thought, wow, that's amazing. So I'm just jazzed and pumped up about it. Anytime someone said, what are you doing? I'm trying to narrow it down to, like Justin say, to a couple of minutes. Like if I'm in a grocery market or somewhere, and I got everybody's different. Every situation is different. So I look at the person, kind of see what they might want to hear or what their reason they're asking, and just start the conversation. And since coming back from Summit, oh man, I've been even a couple of people that I say, oh, they don't want it. They're wait on them. I didn't wait on them anymore. I just call them anyway. Done a couple more health assessments yesterday, and then got referrals from the one yesterday for some today. So it's moving. It's moving. Now it seems like a big deal for the dash, the December dash, but I know it's possible because a lot of times, even the people that I go after, I might not get them, but they just fall in your lap. I think God is in charge of that, so I'm just trying to be ready, learn all I can learn, be working on my certification, like it was suggested to me over the weekend, and all those private conversations outside of Summit, priceless too, man. They're all helpful. So I know I went over my 3 minutes, but there's more. So right now, I think that's about it, but I'm happy. I'm jazzed, pumped up.
That's awesome, Robert. And it was very nice to meet you for the first time, man. Awesome to,
yes.
Or actually, second time you came to my house. The first time, I think. But it was good to hang out with you for the weekend. We got to see your grandson, and it was definitely a good memories. So you can see. I mean, Robert gets on here, and I don't know if you guys remember from some of the other calls, but you can kind of see how the energy coming out of Summit. He sounded like Don Maydell right there, right? So the excitement and what's going on and the movement we're having, and then there's sugarcoating it on top with we say December dash, November, mid-December, however you want to call it. But the excitement of that and what that really means to family members and things like that. And like he said you kind of go after certain people and it doesn't work out. The people you kind of just fumble around, they end up falling in your lap, right? And also that scared list, or those people that you don't think we prejudge that aren't going to do it, look what ended up happening because he decided to say, let's do it anyways. So love that, Robert. Appreciate you, man. Well, driving a big rig, multitasking at its finest. So cool. So I know Des was running to her car so she could be nice and quiet for us, kind of hop on. She's going to kind of go through one of our next events coming up, which I'm really excited for. Guys, please pay attention and do yourselves a favor. Right now, I'm going to ensure you that if you put your heads to the ground, if you look, this is the perfect time for this December dash because it piggybacks off of what's coming up in February, and any one of you guys can still earn this trip. So as she's kind of, sharing what's going on, I'll let her talk, but please be open-minded to what's possible for you guys, even right now. Go ahead, Des, take it away.
Awesome, good stuff. I love seeing everyone's energy. It's fun to see all the excitement that's kind of circulating right now within this team. So good to see you guys. I'm Desiree DeBay. Super excited coming out of that summit that we just left, and going into this new dash that we have going on here too, you guys. There's so many possibilities with this, and the incentives that are behind it right now. It kind of just lights that fire up underneath us, and there's no reason for us not to run to whatever rank it is that we're wanting to run to because of that. So we have Big Bear coming up. For those of you that didn't get to join us on that last year, it is absolutely amazing. It's very, very intimate. We're all going to be, having pajama parties in these cabins here, doing some really cool team building type stuff. The games are super fun. It's just an all-around good time, you guys. Just very unplugged, very raw, very real. Just experiencing community at its finest, getting to know each other's hearts. And this is where you see a whole nother side of this program. And it's not just about, the business at this point. It's about what happens to us inside. So what it's going to take to get there, if you're already in ED, let's say you're blended, if you're already in ED but by frontline, what it takes to get there is growing to FIBIC. And what FIBIC stands for is fully integrated business coach. Did I say that right? Yeah, FIBIC. So basically what you want is 6,000 of your own frontline volume. You want to support 5 coaches, helping them get to senior coach. And you want to make sure that you are certified. And that's going to get you there to that trip. So if you guys are a little bit off, just get with your business partners so that we can, figure out what we need to do to get you there. But the incentives that are behind it right now, you guys, this is the sweet spot of what we're looking for right here. There's no reason not to get there with that. Justin, did I miss anything? If you want to unmute real quick, I think you wrote something.
No, I just put in there the qualifications, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is not hard to do with December Dash around the corner and how, I mean, literally real quick, I don't want to steal this too much time because we're getting close, but I literally went out and I connected with 8 follow-ups and I've done 8 calls. I have 2 people wanting to start tomorrow. I talked about my neighbor earlier today. I don't remember if the recording was going or not, but I went over there across the street. He was talking about wanting to start January 1st. I said, hey, brother, as a business coach and a business mentor that I'm going to be to you, now is the time to shine. Now is the time to do that. So he's going to get back to me in the next day or so. I have a guy when I was up in Sundance, followed up with him. He's ready to rock and roll. So if we really utilize what's possible for people around the holiday times, right now there's a high level of depression in families and things like that due to incomes, time freedoms, things like that. Maybe these guys are around the corner from their bonuses that they're not getting from their bosses, right? This is a pivotal time to utilize this December Dash to grow this to FIBC. So one more time to clear it up, and then I'll get back to Des. You want to have acquiring 17 clients with you as a frontline volume, which is 6,000 frontline volume. 17 clients will put you at 6,000 frontline volume for you personally. Then you want to go help assist 5 coaches acquire 5 clients each themselves. And that will put you in as what we call a fully integrated business coach. Now, real quick, I'll run this by. At that point, you're earning probably anywhere from $400 to $4,200 a month. And all that was there, that jumps you up to about the $9,000 mark if you go do that right now. Literally, that jumps you up to about the $9,000 mark. They said 25 clients, but even if you focus on that, let's just say $7,500. What could $7,500 do for the next 30 days, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. And then you have the qualifications to go this Big Bear event. This Big Bear event, I'm bringing to you guys not only Summit, but we're bringing to you Sundance. We're going to have some high-level training, like Desiree said. This is going to be a pajama party. We're going to lock it tight. We might even get some snow. Cali doesn't get that much snow like other states up in the hills. We're going to hope for it, or the mountains, but it's still going to be fun. We're going to have some team-building events, really dive into the mental space. This isn't going to be where it's like, okay, well, let's go talk to 10 people and sign up 2 clients and all this. We're not doing that. This is more self-development that you're going to get for, honestly, what is the registration fees? $250 for single registration, $300 for couples. I'm basically giving you a double registration, and the $50 covers their food for the weekend. So you literally just got to get your airfare and get out here. For $300, you're going to get Sundance and Summit training all packed into one. So I would try to shoot for that if I was you. So Des, I'll let you get back and share your new coach that's rocking and rolling.
Awesome. Yeah. So you guys get your hiking shoes ready, because we're thinking about planning something cool like that too up there. So anyways, start running, you guys. Start running, and we want to see you guys there. So speaking of runners, this next coach that I'm so super excited to introduce, he's one of the newest coaches within our organization, and it's been absolutely incredible just to see this man's heart and him wearing it on his sleeve. He's literally getting entire families to do this program together, and just, oh my gosh, I'll let him tell the story. I don't want to steal his thunder. So Tim Balla, if you'll take yourself off mute, I would love for you to share some of that fire that you've been bringing here. You've ranked up, I think, 3 times in the past 3 weeks, man. So.
What's going on, everyone? Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll tell a little bit about my story, then talk about my journey as a coach. Desiree's friend, Mark Perella, is my coach that got me started and interested in the program. I've known Mark for a long time through some mutual friends in San Diego where I was living. I'm from Michigan. Mark became a good friend of mine, and over the years, I've been seeing Mark get chiseled up and ripped and getting into great shape. And I never knew what he was exactly doing, and nor did I really have the time or funds to get into the program, thinking it was crazy expensive, not knowing what it really cost. And I'm out, buying stuff at Vons and going out to dinners and wasting double the amount per month that I could have actually been starting years before. So long story short, I ended up moving up to Huntington Beach, took a new job, and then I saw Mark posting some new updated photos, and I said, Mark, what's the secret? Give me a call. I need to get involved in this. Long story short, I got the kit right away. That day, I had one of my best friends in San Diego sign up with me, and we started the program together for motivation. I lost 26 pounds in my first 30 days. I thought it was almost dangerous because I was losing so much weight so fast. Nor did I think I was out of shape. and my pictures kind of do justice. I was a little disappointed in myself, thinking I wasn't out of shape until I saw what the program was doing for me. So it's been a blessing to have Mark, and then learn from Mark, the whole side of Desiree and how she got Mark started. Desiree's been crazy helpful to me over the journey. She's been pressing me a lot. Mark does a lot of hiking, and he has no signal a lot on the weekends, so I don't hear from him a lot. But Desiree does a good job covering him and helping me out with all my crazy questions to start helping out others and finding new clients. So yeah, I started, asking some other friends, and I started, putting some feelers out there. I wasn't too into the coaching thing at first. I wasn't posting on social media. I had my buddy start with me. He's down 48 pounds now. I think he's in about 3 months into the program. We got his younger brother to sign up. We got his other brother to sign up. We got his dad to sign up. We got the wife to sign up. And as a team, they're down about 200 some pounds as a family. Then they got their 2 friends to sign up. So I'm starting to see how this works very fast. And it's kind of been very inspiring to see how happy these people are day to day. I'm on a group thread with all 7 of the family members, and we do weigh-ins every morning. We make everyone show the scale and what they weigh, and we're holding people accountable, and we're wondering what's best for lean and green meals, and maybe why you don't lose weight one night and the next night you do. So we've been tweaking our meals and figuring out what's best, and cutting the salt or adding this and taking away this. And then I started, getting a couple calls from Desiree, and she was pressing me to, expand my horizon and press the coaching thing more and start, posting on social media. And then I was talking to Mark more, and I think we're both kind of in a new gear here, with our eyes opening about this, December dash and what we can achieve, and, just inspire others to be happy. It's kind of, I want to say it's not all about the money, because I really do think it's awesome how happy these people really are, down 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds, when they thought they had 0% chance of ever getting here, especially just eating and not working out, which is kind of crazy. So long story short, I've been doing a lot of extra social media work the last few weeks. I've got 3 new clients the last 3 days. I have some more in the hopper. I've been planting some seeds. I'm excited about the December dash. So all in all, I'm just really happy to be on board. Very inspiring call. This is my first call that I've been on. And I appreciate what Mark and Desiree and the whole team has done for me.
Love it, brother. Love it, man. Appreciate you getting on and sharing too. That's awesome.
Not a problem.
Well, cool, guys. So, you're hearing from all walks of life. He didn't really necessarily come right away. Some people have, thoughts of people not wanting to come right away. We're prejudging, right? And Robert learned really quickly that it had turned into some referrals and people being interested. I know when I started, it took me 7 months to show up. Joy loves it when I bring up her time frame was 4 years. But you know what? You show up when you're ready. And that's the thing about this. We're not into sales. We're not into getting people. You can love on them and layer on them and find them when they're ready, because when that time is right, they'll show up. And that's the best version of themselves that you want them to be in. But in the meantime, don't slow down your actions based on 6 no's, right? We go back to, and I love this analogy because it's plain and simple. The lady at the cafeteria doesn't quit her job because 12 people said, I don't want coffee today, and the other 8 said yes, or 15 one day and 10 the other day, because eventually somebody's going to want coffee. That late night or whatever, they were tired, they will want coffee. Same thing with the program. Eventually, life is going to not be where they want it to be. The stress level is going to be too high. They're not feeling good. They're tired. They're not fitting into clothes that they wanted to fit into. They're tired of being tired. And so there's people out there we just got to look for. One of the other things I really encourage you guys for is remember this is a full offering. I did a Coach Explorer call today with a girl. She's a dance fitness, one of those crazy foot moving, looks like Michael Jackson style. Been following on Instagram for 4.5 years. And I think, who did I show? I think it was Shelly Garcia at the breakfast today. I started talking to this chick a 1.5 years ago. And then literally I did a follow-up with the December dash. Hey, check this out. This is a potential of what's going on. And she's like, okay, I think I'm ready. A little nervous. I don't even know what I'm ready for, but I'm down to get on a call. And we talked about it. And I explained it as a full offering. Girlfriends that may need extra income. Maybe some of her the classes that she teaches the dance at need to lose some weight, right? Remember, this is a full offering to everybody. Most people's lives physically will not be successful if their finances are out of balance. At that point, you're hindering them by not sharing the coaching opportunity. I'm not saying to talk them into it, but at least share it with them. Don't be fearful of that. How we show up is what people will respond to. I did 8 calls, and all of them were mainly geared towards clients, but turned into Coach Explorers, or they were directly Coach Explorers. Why is that? Because my mind space is how I showed up to this. So if we showed up as a weight loss program, we want to kind of switch gears into this is a health and wellness program, and that does start with finances and mental health too. So anyways, I'm excited for all these guys, killing it on program, rocking and rolling. So one last thing, here's something I want to share with you guys too. If we are doing the December dash, if we are in massive action, December 14th, that plane ticket sounds too high or whatever's going on to come out to Southern California, we are going to have a Christmas party on December. Where are we at? Which one? Wrong share. Hold on. Hold up. See, you don't got to be technologically smart to run this thing. There she is. Okay, cool. So we're having a Christmas party right here in Southern California, about 40 minutes west of me. And we're going to have an amazing time. Once again, some games, some prizes. We'll have music. It's going from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 11 p.m. You know, some people fly out for the day, fly out for the evening. Maybe get with your mentors, position this to where you do a health and hope day in the morning time, make it successful. It's a business write-off. And then you go in the evening time and have some fun, good time. So we're going to have food for donations of $20, but we'll have food. There'll be an open bar setting, things of that nature. They do a great job of setting all that stuff up. So real quick before we get out of here, I want to share the what do you call it? The
rank up document.
Rank up document. Thank you, Donald. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, this last 3 days since I've been back has been a whirlwind, guys, of what's possible for people to really impact lives at a high level. So let me see why this is not. There it goes. Cool. Thumbs up if you can see it. We good? Mitch, can you see it? Donald, you can see it? Okay, cool. So guys, so this is really where we're looking at, you know, and one of the things that Dan Valentine says all the time, and I love this statement and I'm going to keep this statement flowing, is he said, thank you, Doug Wood, for not knowing that integrated presidential is where we should be. And that's not on here on this title document, but honestly, guys, it's not far. I was talking to somebody today. You need to go out and find 12 people of high caliber in your life that you want to do life with and you want to partner with to impact the world like Dr. A does. 12 people. You only need 10, but you always want to have a couple extras. 12 people to partner with. So right here, integrated global directors, you need to average between minimum 5. You want to run with 6 or 7 to be on that safe side because life happens with people and you don't want to have to rely on anybody to create a business. But if you get to 12, that's an integrated presidential business. That's kind of cool. So we have, you know, obviously myself's on here. We have Joy, Donald, David Harrison, Integrated Nationals, rocking and rolling. I mean, these guys have been ranking at this rank for forever. You know, right here, they were learning the business anywhere from $5,000 to about $16,000 a month. You can be earning with this business right here. I think that's pretty kind of cool, right? Just for helping a lot of people. As we get here, we had Mike come on. He's a regional director. You know, what the cool thing is you're starting to establish yourself in a business. You're starting to bring on business partners and you're starting to find that 1 in 12, like I just mentioned. And then you move on to like Joy, David, Donald, minimum 3, moving forward to that 12. Brenda is an executive director. She wasn't able to get on today, but Mike celebrated her a little bit. Lucy's a director. Honestly, it's very rare you'd see somebody not hit executive director if they're director at this point. Associate director Tim, we got to see Tim hop on and kind of share his heart and where he's at. Mark Nielsen got to share. Ellen Clickard got on there. She was actually also certified this month, which is really awesome, or this last month. Really excited for her on that. That's when you start to earn your incentives. Kimberly, Robert Avila, Marie Comstock, they weren't able to hop on tonight, but they're on Mitch Prine's team. They're killing it out there. Robert Jackson, we got to hear from him. Joel Parker, he's rocking and rolling. Ron the Iceman Lopez, we're gonna love on Ron real quick. That's Luann Lopez, his husband. He's been coming alongside her. They've really been partnering. They actually Ron brought on a coach too, and we're really excited for that. Luann's been coaching with me for a long time. We've been really good friends. She's actually a friend of my father-in-law's, and how life happens. She was able to quit her job, move forward, do this full time, be able to move up with her grandbabies. And now Ron's looking to position himself for that awesome equity side of this business and wants to start partnering with her. So he just hit senior coach as well. So we'll celebrate him. We have fully integrated business coaches, which like we talked about, Joy, Donald, David, Desiree, myself. This is where you're actually running a minimum frontline of 6,000 frontline volume, which is roughly 17 clients. And you're also partnering with 5 other coaches to hit senior coach, which would be in this area. So that's 5 clients each themselves, equivalent of 1,200 frontline volume. And absolutely, my bad. Mitch, the Iceman Prime, just texted me, and I'm willing to be coachable because it happens. But I'm going to tell you, he hit associate director as well. And I apologize, Mitch. That's on me. And coaches learn from their coaches, right? Doesn't need to be a high rank to understand that we can be coachable even wherever we're at. So I apologize, Mitch. Mitch hit associate director. I'm looking for that guy to hit executive director this month. He's got great business partners as part of Robert and Mary. We got Stacy Tarzia. This lady, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, if you are looking for people and you think they're too busy, this mama right here, her husband is the most active person I know besides myself, building a house, undercover officer, has rental properties, does a golf cart business. She has 3 babies. She's pretty much home managing them herself while he's out running around doing those other businesses and his job. And she's still able to run this high of a frontline volume, building an awesome team. She has some senior coaches herself. You're probably working with 35, 40 coaches or 40 clients at this point. And with 3 kids, she still gets it done. So don't discredit people that are busy. Busy people get stuff done. So keep loving on those people that you have on your heart. Don't pass them up. Don't prejudge them. Deb, she's rocking and rolling. She actually quit her masseuse job or her job as a massage therapist. She's awesome at yoga, but she's rocking and rolling at 9K. We got Donald, David Harrison, or the Harrisons, 7K. Ellen, she got certified, like I mentioned. We got new coaches rocking and rolling, Lynette and Chris Allen. Really excited. Keep an eye out for this dude, Chris, right here. If he's watching the playback, this guy's on fire right now. He's on Crimper's team, but really excited for these guys. So we made it. 2 minutes left. That's awesome. But guys, listen, do yourselves a favor. Reach out, dig in, dive in. Find ways to reach out to people right now. If you're busy, that's okay. It's going to get messy. I've messaged so many people. I can't keep up with who I haven't had. In fact, I just remembered right now as I'm telling you this is a teachable moment for myself. I got to talk to the neighbor down the street. Type 2 diabetic, all kinds of medications. She came up to me. My garage was open yesterday. I had both kids. I couldn't do a health assessment with her. Told her I'd call her today. And it's 7 o'clock, and I actually forgot to put it in my calendar because she caught me off guard. So being accountable to you guys, I got to follow up with this lady. What does that mean? Been doing this 6.5 years. Sometimes it still gets messy, but it's going to be done anyways, right? So let's go out. Let's impact people. If you guys didn't understand the numbers on the December Dash, just go help people and sign some people up, and you'll start to be rewarded really quickly. And just on a side note, jokingly, talk to your mentors. They can help you understand those numbers and see what's possible. Okay? You guys have a great day. Oh, and Amanda Wild, she's on there too. She was brought on. Troy's daughter. She's a brand new coach as well. Thank you, Luann, for reminding me. But you guys, whoever's on the playback, let's go get busy too, man. Let's make this happen. Love you all. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.